Oh, hey friends. Ash here with GENTSTEN. Didn't see you there. I didn't notice the camera that I had turned on just before I sat down. I didn't notice. Just spraying my new fragrance Terra Nova on myself. Smelling friggin' amazing. Link in the description to my new fragrances, Terra Nova, Blue Ridge, and re-release of Jet Black Enigma. Use the code GENTSTEN on Michael Malil's website to save 20% off your order if you check those out. Love my new releases. Am I biased? Of course, yes. That's not the topic today though. No. The topic is clones. Attack of the Clones, clone fragrances. I got 5 different clone houses all in front of me here, a whole bunch of them. And we're gonna go over 5 of the best fragrances from each of those clone houses. And I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I got in just a massive order of clones, new ones for me, and a lot of those are in here. And I also picked up a couple nice ones to give away to you guys. So let's jump into it. Let's talk some clones. So of course we all know the appeal, the allure of clone fragrances, and that is you can get a fragrance that smells like a much more expensive fragrance, but pay a much lower amount. So I've got 5 different fragrance houses laid out in front of me. I'm gonna run through each one of these and the clones. I'll let you know what each fragrance is a clone of and let you know how good I think it is. Now the first clone brand that we're gonna talk about is Paris Corner, and their fragrances also will show as Emir. Same brand though. First one I'm going to talk about is a fragrance I reviewed very recently, Wild and Tobacco. This one right here is a clone of Mancera's Red Tobacco, and it's actually a very, very good clone. Presentation looks nice, looks like a Boucheron bottle, has very good performance, projects well, lasts a long time. It has all the good parts of Red Tobacco, and it's actually very close to that scent. So this is a great one. Then I've also got this guy right here, Cedrat Essence, and this one is a clone of Cedrat Boisé, also from Mancera. Now this house does have a clone of Instant Crush, but I don't have that one yet. But if it's anything like these two, it's probably pretty good because this one is also a very nice clone, very close to Cedrat Boisé. So if you want Cedrat Boisé on the cheap, check this one out. And then we got these guys, same house, different presentation. This one is from the Factory Edition series, and the name of this fragrance is Campfire. And this smells like Maison Martin Margiela's By the Fireplace. And this is also a very good one. I know looking at the presentation, it looks on the cheaper side of things, but it actually smells very close. It's good quality. It's got the notes right there on the front, so you can see chestnut, orange blossom, gaiac wood, vanilla, cashmeran. This one, a really nice alternative to By the Fireplace. And then this one right here, same series, is named Rich Santal, and this is a clone of Santal 33. So the last one was a clone of a replica fragrance, and then this one is a clone of a Le Labo fragrance. This one's very fresh. It does have a little bit of that pickle sort of vibe that people pick up from Santal 33, but actually I don't think it's overdone. It doesn't come across like too overbearing. It's actually more just on that fresh side of a Santal 33 clone. And then there's also this one, Fire Your Desire. I reviewed this recently. It's a clone of Angel Share from By Kilian. Now there's another Angel Share clone I'll talk about in a little bit, and I do think that that one overall is the superior clone, the superior version of an Angel Share fragrance, but this one is not bad. It's a little bit cheaper. The performance is the part of this that lets it down for me. It needs a little more longevity, I think. And then I got this one in just today. It's called Resurrection. And I know that's 6, not 5, but I'm splitting the last one between Fire Your Desire and Resurrection. This looks like it would be really heavy, but it's actually not. The glass doesn't weigh much, the cap doesn't weigh much. Yeah, and this one is a take on Acqua di Parma's Colonia Oud, but a fresher take on that fragrance from me. So this one and Fire Your Desire are both not bad, but they're not up to the standard of the 4 that I talked about before that. Frankly, I need to get more in those other 2 series from this line, from this house. Lattafa up next. First fragrance, Oud Mood. Yes, good old Oud. Can't go wrong with that, can we? Now this one at Fragrance Buy you can pick up for under $20, so it's quite inexpensive. And this is a clone of Lancome's Oud Bouquet, and it's pretty much immediately apparent when you spray it on that that's what it is. Really nice smelling fragrance, little gourmandy, has a bit of rose in there, sweet, warm, really good stuff. And I talked about Angel Share with Fire Your Desire. The other clone, of course, is this one, Lattafa Kamra. Now, if you can only get one Angel Share alternative, this is the one. This one is higher quality in terms of the packaging, in terms of the fragrance. It lasts longer. Just the whole thing is a little bit better than Fire Your Desire. Another one that's nice, warm, sweet, and boozy. Big compliment puller, love this. This is a very hyped clone for a good reason. Another hype clone, Lattafa Assad. This is a clone of Sauvage Elixir from Dior, and in my opinion, a very good one. And since this kind of broke and people have gotten their hands on it and talked about it, I've gotten lots of comments and emails from you guys singing the praises of Assad. So yeah, Sauvage Elixir, a very hyped release and a very good one, but expensive, especially for a designer. If you don't want to spend that money, get this. Then we've got Lattafa's Oud for Glory, where they definitely are not hiding what they're copying here. This is an Oud for Greatness clone, and you can tell that by the knockoff bottle. Very, very obvious, as I said. And this is a very good alternative to Oud for Greatness. I have smelled some clones out there that are not really all that nice, but this one, very solid. And lastly, from Lattafa, Fakar Black. This is a clone of Y Eau de Parfum from Yves Saint Laurent. So basically, if you're wanting a blue fragrance, you're wanting that versatility, that complement factor, that mass appeal, ease of use, all that stuff, but you don't want to pay the price, even at discounters, that Y Eau de Parfum goes for, then get Fakar Black. It's very affordable. Let's do Afnan next. I'm gonna start it off with this guy right here, Rare Carbon. Kind of a strange name. An interesting looking top to the bottle here. It looks like little pieces of like marbled stone in there. Pretty sure it's just a sticker overlay, but whatever. Rare Carbon. What is this a clone of? You would probably think maybe like Luna Rosa Carbon, because carbon. But no, this is a clone of Ombre Leather. Yeah, by Tom Ford. It's actually a really good one too. There's also a clone by Lattafa, I think technically Algabra Parfum, which is like part of Lattafa, called Amber and Leather. And that's a good Ombre Leather clone. But if you want the best one, I'd say it's probably this one. Presentation a little bit nicer, quality a little bit nicer with this guy. And then we have this fragrance, Tobacco Rush. Yeah, look at that presentation. It's ostentatious, very gold. And it has a magnetic cap. And this one's interesting. It's not really a one-to-one clone of anything to me. It reminds me of bits and pieces of Mancera's Red Tobacco mixed with bits and pieces of Oud for Greatness. So it's kind of like a mixture of sorts of those two fragrances put together. Overall, the quality of the fragrance is very good, and it does do its own thing to an extent. Very nice fragrance, good performance, great for the wintertime. Then we're gonna delve into the Supremacy series of fragrances here really quickly. Supremacy Silver. This is an Aventus clone, and this is the first fragrance that really helped kick off the Afnan Supremacy line for people, where you had some attention coming to Afnan from the release. It's a really nice alternative to Aventus. Then we have Supremacy Incense. This is an alternative, a clone to Interlude from Amouage. Interlude Man. Really, really good quality on this one. Actually, on a personal level, I like the smell of this more than Supremacy Silver, but if you're looking for one that's more versatile, more of a typical compliment puller, that's obviously going to be Supremacy Silver. But this is a really good alternative to Interlude. That Incense done very well. And then Supremacy in Oud. This is an alternative to Oud for Greatness. Yeah, lots of Oud for Greatness going on here. So between these two, do think that the Afnan probably a little bit better as far as being an alternative to Oud for Greatness, but there are people that prefer Oud for Glory, and obviously between the two, this has the look down. All right, HARAMAIN up next. First fragrance is this right here, Ménage Rouge. If I mispronounced that, my bad. This is a very odd bottle. It's got these like dangly balls on it, and some of my balls fell off into the box before I even opened it. So there were just two loose balls hanging in my box, and I didn't really like that. And then the tip doesn't go on very well. This cap, it's like kind of cockeyed, and this is the box, which actually comes inside another box. So it's a whole thing. It's a whole look they're going for, and I don't know if I'm on board. But the fragrance itself is actually really well done. This is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540, of course, by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is one of those clones where the second you spray it on, you know what it is. There's no mistaking it, and it's done very well. And then, of course, Detour Noir. This is a clone of Parfums de Marly Layton. And I don't know, like which bottle is uglier, let me know. This one or this one? Yeah, the bottle, not great with Detour Noir, but the fragrance, really good. For the price, I don't think you can find a better alternative to Parfums de Marly Layton. This is great. And then like we did with Afnan's Supremacy line, the L'Aventure line, let's talk that a little bit. The L'Aventure Blanche, this is a clone of Silver Mountain Water by Creed. Very good one. This came out first, if memory serves correctly, before Club de Nuit Sillage from Armaf, but then that one gets most of the hype and love. But this is also a really good alternative to Silver Mountain Water. And then L'Aventure Night. Yeah, this one, an alternative to Green Irish Tweed. And it's a solid twist on GIT. Green Irish Tweed, one of my favorite fragrances ever. I love how that one smells. Green, classy, fresh, sophisticated, like a timeless scent. This is a really good alternative to that. And then L'Aventure Intense. This is another Aventus style fragrance between the original L'Aventure, which is also an Aventus clone, and L'Aventure Intense. I would just go with the Intense version. I think it's a little bit better. All right, giveaway time. Let's go over that and then hop into the last house. If you're watching this in the future, giveaways probably done. Sorry about that, but I still do giveaways from time to time. Okay, so it's a L'Aventure Blanche. This is a 1 ounce bottle, so you could think of it as like a travel size bottle. And again, this is a Silver Mountain Water clone. And then a full size bottle of La Yucawam by Risasi. And this is a clone of Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford, and it's a really good one. This is top notch. Like as far as clone fragrances go, quality wise, this is one of the best. So those two I'll package together and ship out to one of you. So all you got to do to be entered is like the video, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a comment below. In the comment, just tell me, guys, what's your favorite clone fragrance of all time? All you got to do. It doesn't have to be one of the ones I talk about today. It doesn't have to be from one of these brands. I don't care. Just let me know which one is your favorite. About 10 days from now, I'll pick a winner with random comment picker, post it up on the community tab. If you're the winner, just hit me up. I'll package that up, ship it out to you. And I have to say this every time. I'll make it quick. I'm not going to reply to you in the comments and say you won. Message me on Telegram. That's not me. That's a scammer. I say this every time. When it comes to giveaways, I will only ever post it on the community tab. I will not be posting it in the comments because it turns into scam city. I don't want people to get scammed. Don't get scammed. Okay, last house. Armaf, of course. I'm not doing any Club de Nuit fragrances though for Armaf this time around. First up, Futura La Homme. Yes, Futura La Homme. And I love how they put one of the little crystals down there in the bottom, just like Club de Nuit style. So this is a clone of like Dior Homme / Valentino Uomo. Like you put the two together. Maybe a little bit fresher than Dior Homme without going full on into like Dior Homme Eau territory. The iris in here smells awesome. I think it's actually a really nice one, like a good alternative to Valentino Uomo Intense, Dior Homme, that style of fragrance. Like I said, for me, with a little fresher twist off the top. Then we've got Armaf Odyssey Homme. Now, this one's kind of interesting because when you look at this, right, it looks like the cap is here and you would pop it and it would kind of open up like that, like a little canteen or something. But nah, it's just a stylized cap, kind of weird. And this one's not really a one-to-one clone, but it is similar in ways to Tom Ford Noir Extreme. So it's gonna get you part of the way there, but overall the scent is different. Like you can pick up that almost spicy, kulfi kind of note in here. When you give it a whiff, you can pick that up underneath, but it has kind of a powderiness on top. It's not quite as strong as Noir Extreme, but on the cheap, that's probably as good of an alternative as you're gonna get right now to that fragrance. And actually the quality on that's pretty good as well. All things considered, it's pretty cheap, but the quality's not too bad. Then we've got Armaf Legacy, and this one opens up like a horrifically ugly Zippo, or like a clackboard, like you're doing a movie. So this one is a clone of Platinum Egoiste. by Chanel. So a very classy, gentlemanly fragrance, kind of a shaving gel kind of vibe to it. Very clean, very masculine. The quality on this is pretty good as well. Other than the bottle looks pretty fugly. And then for the younger guys out there, Hunter Intense. This one smells like Dior Sauvage had a baby with Invictus, which is not really a bad thing when you're talking about a fragrance made for versatility, for compliment factor, mass appeal on the cheap. It is actually pretty good. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's nice. And then the last one, Eternia. Man, was that home of Castle Grayskull? Oh no, it's just another Zippo kind of bottle. Yeah. So this one is a clone of Terre d'Hermès, of course, by Hermès. So it's another fragrance that's going to appeal more to guys probably that are more mature, people looking for a nice office fragrance, something classy, sophisticated, masculine, elegant, the whole deal. Nice vetiver note in here. And as I said, if you're looking for a cheap Terre d'Hermès clone, check this out. And actually, Rasasi has a pretty good Terre d'Hermès clone that I got in today. We're not technically talking Rasasi in this video, but I got it in, so you know. It's called Fatan. Bottle's kind of nondescript, but this is also really good alternative to Terre d'Hermès. And between the two, I don't know, I might actually go for this one, but I just got it in today and sprayed it on once. So, I mean, I can't say a whole lot about it, but it smells really nice from my limited experience with it. So there we go, so many clones. Also a little clone giveaway for you guys, you know, give you a little holiday treat. Thank you guys for hanging with me here. Again, the giveaway, you know what to do. Good luck. Thank you all, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.